What other people think of me won't get me anywhere. And that's just, it's not a healthy way to go about life. And I think my relationship with Jesus has helped me really fully understand that that's my reality. It doesn't matter what other people are saying about me. God has made me who I am. And that's the reality of the whole entire situation for me in my life.
When did you come to that realization?
Fully? Last year. Because not my first year when I was here, but the first year we went to the CFP. I feel like that entire year and that off season was a big growing moment for me, and it kind of switching in my life to where I think I fully opened up my heart to what Jesus and God were telling me instead of relying on my own understanding. But I just wanted to fully give myself to Him and fully allow His will be done in my life instead of trying to force certain things that just wouldn't fit.
So many of you guys are talking openly about that. Like Ohio State, almost the whole team talks openly about their relationship with the Lord and stuff. Where does that confidence and comfort come from?
Yeah, well, I think as athletes, you go through so many ups and downs. You have to have something to fall back on, and especially in this world. I mean, you cannot rely on what this world tells you about yourself, especially just because. I mean, this was the world who thought it was a good idea to kill a man who lived a perfect life and crucify him. So, I mean, you just can't rely on what the world tells you and who you are. But I mean, it's definitely super cool to see how everybody's talking about their relationship with God. And I see all the stuff that was going on at Ohio State with Trey and all those guys. Getting to see all that stuff has been super cool. I mean, I saw they hosted. I can't remember what it was, but I saw a bunch of people getting baptized on campus there, and I saw a bunch of students that were out there. I mean, that's just stuff that the game of football has allowed these people and these men to be able to do, which is it's just super cool to see stuff like that, them using their platform that way.
Was there a time in your career being something where it clicked for you that like, yeah, it's time?
I think it took time more than just a single moment. But going through my first year here, I was more for sure just, wanting to know what people were saying about me and, what I did that week or whatever it was. And then that season didn't go how we wanted it to, and I realized that something had to change, and I could just feel God telling me, it doesn't matter what these people are saying about you. I know who you are, and you know who you are, so just go rely on what I'm telling you.
Back to what you were saying back early in your career, how much of that was, you've been under a microscope since you're 18 years old.
Yeah, well, I think when things are going your way, it could be, it's a stretch for sure, but I mean, it feels good, and it's like it's a desire that can be addicting for people, and I think I fell into that at a younger age, but I'm super glad that that's not who I am anymore.
Quinn, how did you spend the trip up here?
Say it again?
How did you spend the time, the trip up here? What did you do?
I watched the last episode of Landman on the plane. I downloaded it. It's a great show, by the way. It's a little odd, but I don't know that his wife seems a little bipolar, but I don't know how he handles it. But it's a good show overall. I like it. Cooper Norris seems to be coming on the come up with all his mineral rights, so I'm excited to see how that goes.
What did you think of the performance by Jared Jones?
Oh, I thought he did a good job. I was surprised, honestly. He seemed like he knew what he was doing for sure. It was cool.
So man,
You say you pay your mom a salary. Did you guys win it all? Does mom get a raise or?
Not looking too far ahead because I'll trip on what's right in front of me. So, again, that's too selfish of thinking for me to even be thinking about what's next for me.
But are you at least aware that there's a lot of speculation out there that people are going to throw huge numbers at you to go in the portal after the season and that kind of stuff?
I mean, right now I'm just not worried about all that stuff. I mean, people can say all they want to say, but I'm just focused on Friday at this point in time.
Quinn, when's the last time you remember being nervous?
Nervous? I mean, I still get nervous for sure, but I just don't think – I think I do a good job of just understanding that moment, whatever moment it is that I'm nervous about, it doesn't define who I am as a person, and it doesn't define who I am in God's eyes. And understanding and knowing that has just kind of put like this force field of peace around me that I think allows me to be able to be calm in certain situations, but it doesn't. I still get nervous. I still get nervous for sure.
What makes you nervous?
I mean, I just love the game so much, and if you don't get nervous or a little bit of butterflies, I don't think you have that same love. I mean, I've got butterflies since, going into football games since I was, 5, 6 years old. So I don't want that feeling to ever disappear or go away, because then I'll know football just doesn't mean as much as it did to me back then, and I want it to always mean that much to me.